Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Nicci the Great coming at you again with another video, and I am so excited to share with you today of how you can write your very first book. You're probably watching this video thinking to yourself, yes, I want to watch a... My bearded dragon is acting a fool. I'm sorry, please don't be distracted by him. Back to what I was saying. If you want to be able to write a book, I'm going to give you, I think I have about 10 steps that you can take in order to do it, okay? And yes, I am a published author, so I do have these 4 books that are available on Amazon. Go on ahead, and I think the link is in my bio if you're interested in getting one of these awesome, amazing books for yourself. But let's go on ahead and jump right on into it. Number 1, you want to have an idea of what you're going to write about. Okay. And usually the idea that you want to write about is a passion of yours. It's a knowledge base that you have. Okay. So first you want to go ahead and gather your thoughts of, okay, what am I going to write this book about? All right. And I want you to go on ahead and debunk any fear or myths that you might have in your head, any preconceived notions of, oh, I'm not educated enough. I'm not that good of a writer, and nobody else in my family or I know has written a book. Therefore I can't. Look, ma'am, sir, you can be the first. Go on ahead and get your ideas together of what you're going to write, because you are going to do it. And you have to speak life into your dreams. You have to speak life into what you're about to do. Just because you don't know anybody around you that's never done it doesn't mean that you can't. You can always be the first. And with the power of God, all things are possible. All things are possible. Number 2, you want to write it down. Let me show this to you real quick. Okay, I am a writer. I write all the time. This is not a book. This is something else. But you want to go on ahead and put your ideas on paper. It can be this kind of paper. You can put it on your phone, in your notebook. You can type it on your computer. Whatever is good for you, go on ahead and start writing your stuff down, okay? And you don't have to be eloquent at first. This is a really, really rough draft. But you also want to... You want to either write it down, type it, but you want to show some type of consistency, okay? Don't just sit down to write, once every couple of months and then think you're fixing to get this book out. No, be consistent about it, okay? That goes into number 3, being consistent and being disciplined, all right? You want to set a time frame in your mind. Okay, well, it's now January. I want to be done by March, or I want to be done by June, or I want to be done by Christmas. And go ahead and make goals for yourself and that you have to meet. So this right here is something that actually comes to pass. You don't want to do something and then not follow through with it so that it doesn't happen. Okay, so you want this to actually happen. You want to have faith that it's going to happen. All right. Okay, number 4, this right here that you're writing is your actual manuscript. Okay, so you've already written it. You've gotten your manuscript. Again, you might get butterflies after your first manuscript. Nobody really has read it. You might feel kind of insecure, but I want you to trust me, trust the process, trust God above all, and keep moving forward, okay? Number 5, you're going to have to find a genre. Okay, a genre that the book is in, all right? And that's going to help you with the next couple of steps. So if you're writing a biography or a memoir or a self-help book or a Western or a romance, whatever it is that you're doing, go on ahead and find a genre, okay? And then the last, well, not the last one, this is number 6, sorry. Number 6 is you want to proofread your stuff. Okay, your manuscript. Okay, you want to go on ahead. I use Microsoft for writing my books. Go on ahead and use their what do you call it? Their review bar, their editor. They have a built-in editor in there that is amazing. Go on ahead and use that. If you have a close friend or family or someone that you trust that can read it and give you their honest feedback, you really want that, okay? Because sometimes when we are writing a manuscript, we think that it's a masterpiece, but when someone else goes behind, they're left with like these holes, like, okay, well, what happened here? You should talk more about this. What's going on over here? So you want that feedback, okay? Because what it is that when you have readers, you want them to be able to understand what's going on, okay? You want them you want to have a good word of mouth about you as an aspiring author, okay? So go on ahead and proofread it, all right? And then with that, you want to go ahead and get you a professional editor. A professional editor, they're kind of pricey. Depending on how many words your book is, you're going to spend probably between $300 and $500 for a really good editor. You want one that has experience in your genre, and that process is going to take a while. If you have a good editor, they're usually busy, okay? And it will take several weeks for you to get your work back, all right? And so you have an editor, you have a formatter, someone that can, put your book in order, make sure the fonts are matching what the genre is, okay? You want everything to flow and look professional and look nice for the public, all right? Also, you can get you a graphic designer. I've had the experience of working with a graphic designer, but if you are very creative and if you are very tech savvy and you can download apps on your phone, you can actually make your own cover with little to no cost whatsoever. Okay. So think about what your cover is going to look like. Okay. And that's going to slide us, I think, to number 7. All right. You want to have a book design, an idea. And of course you want to get other people's opinions on the book cover. All right. Now let's talk about ISBN number. ISBN number. Now you're probably going to self-publish, but if you're going through an actual publishing company, the ending results look kind of different. Okay. I self-publish, so I go through Amazon Kindle, which I think the world of. I think it's amazing. What you want to do is you want to get your own ISBN number. If you don't really care, you can let the Amazon Kindle assign one to you, but you want to be able to get credit for your work. So go ahead and invest in getting your own ISBN number. I got mine off of Bowler Services, and one ISBN number is like $125, but if you buy them in bulk of 10, I think it's like $250 or something like that. It's been about a year since I purchased one, but go ahead and invest in that, because just in case God's going to bless and you are going to be like an amazing #1 seller author, you want to be able to get full credit for your work and what you put into it. Okay. So go ahead and get your own ISBN number. So when you're doing the self-publishing route, you can go ahead and plug in your own ISBN number. Okay. All right. I think this is number 8. Okay. I think it's number 8. If it's not, I'm sorry. Number 8 is copyright. You want to copyright your material. Okay, copyright your material so that you hold the deed. It's like having the deed to a house or having the title to a car. You want to go ahead and have the copyright to your literary work. Okay, so you do that by going on the website of the Library of Congress and just following the promptings. Go ahead and submit your work. I think it's like $60. Okay, and they'll even send you a little certificate in the mail after a few weeks that, hey, this is your certificate, your copyright of owning this book or this magazine or whatever thing that you got going on. Okay. But you definitely want to do that. Okay. And it's also for legal purposes. Okay. This is going to be number 9. Like I mentioned briefly earlier, look into self-publishing if you don't already have a publisher. Okay. Self-publishing puts a lot of control into your hands as an author, as kind of like a newbie. And it also gives you the opportunity to kind of call the shots. All right. So self-publishing is an awesome way to, generate some type of income, but you really want to do your research. Okay. Don't go by what I'm saying. Do your research, watch your plenty of videos, read things online, read you some books, try to talk to other people or reach out to other people that have gone that route. But you definitely want to educate yourself when it goes to self-publishing. And again, I'm going to put a little plug in for Amazon, and no, they are not paying me, but going ahead and go through the self-publishing on Amazon. Amazon, I think it's called Amazon Kindle app or something. Yeah. Amazon Kindle app, I believe it's called. Because that right there is amazing. Okay. Now number 10, this is an awesome one. Okay. I probably should have put this number 1. Yes, it's 10.1. That's what we'll call this one. You want to go ahead and pray. Okay. I've given you all these steps on how you can write a book step by step. But the first thing you need to do is pray about it. Ask God, Lord, I'm really trying to write this book. I don't know anything about writing books. Because one thing about God, what he does is that he's already given you a purpose within your heart. He's already given you a destiny. He already has assignments for you, right? So when you're going to God in prayer, and if you already have a yearning, a desire to write a book, that is God placing something within you that you need to get out, okay? So asking God for guidance, seeking him for a knowledge base, and in this, he's going to put people in your path. He's going to show you things. He's going to help you along with this process. And by the time you're all done and said, by listening to the promptings of God, guess what? You got your first book, your second book, third book, 10th book, 15th book, whatever book it is. All right. There's a scripture. It goes, with God, all things are possible, even writing a book. Okay. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm the first person in my family okay, to write a book. And so this thing right here is not something that's just for people that come from authors or people that are big writers. It comes from the heart and what God has placed within you. It's a beautiful thing. It's a special thing. It's a gift of the Spirit, okay? And it's something that needs to come out, all right? So go ahead and fulfill the assignments and the purpose that God has for you. I'm so sorry, my phone was ringing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I am Nicci the Great, and together we are growing, sharing, and thriving.